Hi there guys, and welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in. Before we start, just want to thank everybody who's been subscribing recently. We're very close to 300 subscribers. If you can like, subscribe and comment, really appreciate that. I feel like something is going very well with the channel and I feel like we could make something great out of this, guys, if I'm honest. So let's keep it up, keep subscribing to me, and yeah, I will repay the favour in regards to the quality of the videos and also the quantity. So we're coming to the end of August. Like I said before in a couple of other videos, it has been a big struggle for us in August, unfortunately. But today we have had a nice start to the day. So the 63 plate Fiat 500 is now sold. So a customer came in yesterday, explained that her daughter had a car written off. She's brought it to us to have a look at it, see if we could help her actually fix the car, but it's had all the crash bar damaged and all that sort of stuff. So she has bought the 63 plate 500, which needs a timing belt and water pump. We've checked the head gasket, there is nothing wrong with it. So we've got full reassurance with that car. It's only got 57,000 miles. I've told her to give us a couple of weeks with it just to make sure everything's right and where it needs to be, as it does need an MOT and a few bits like that. But that's a really nice start to the day. And we have got a couple of inquiries bubbling as well. So fingers crossed we can turn this month around and have a nice end to the month of August. So guys, just a little walk around the pitch. And just before we start, obviously this site has been split in two, so this is now LAS Autobahn Motors and Spire Automotive Group. I need to get a sign made for Spire, but I'm not too sure how to do it. Obviously I'm not going to take that sign down there because it cost me a lot of money. I think it was about £500 or £600. But obviously I need Spire Automotive Group's identity to be here as well. I was thinking about getting a sign put on the back wall here, but then nobody's going to be able to see it from the roadside, because if you can see there, it's quite a big distance from there to there. And that's the same with getting it put on here. So I was going to get it on the top, so I was going to take that light down and get it up there, but again, nobody's going to be able to see it from the roadside in my opinion. So I think we're going to have to get a sign made on the front. So I've been thinking about somebody who can get a wooden frame done for us around this area next to the lamppost, and have a sign there just to have one sign which says Spire Automotive Group Limited, and on the other side says LAS Autobahn Motors. So let us know what you think to that. Obviously, just looking at a few bits of site improvement. Need to de-weed the front as well. That grows so fast. I can't even tell you. I only did it about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
There's no need for excuses. There's no need for problems. I've heard he's had the flu. I heard he broke his hand. I heard he was having problems or whatever. It doesn't really matter.
And other things that we want to do, I need to get the roof relaid because it's all starting to come off, the felt on the top. Now on this side, if I just show you, it's come off completely. Where is it? So if you look at the bits there on the side, well, that one's come off altogether. So I need to get that sorted because I don't want it all to rip off, but I think that's going to need replacing. Another thing that I need to sort out is all this here. Now this was left behind. I'm not too sure what it's come off. I don't know if it's the walls or whatever, but they need clearing. It's taking up space and just looks awful. So I'm going to get that sorted out. I'm going to clear some of these cars off. The Audi A3, that's going to go to Bolsover. Not sure what we're going to do with it, but it doesn't owe a lot of money, so we don't need to make like an immediate decision on it. This car's just come back, guys, so you're not seeing this one yet. It's got a Renault Clio 1.5 diesel. It was a funny deal, this. So we had a Ford Cougar which came in part exchange. Didn't owe us a lot of money, and the Cougar was a 59 plate, done 115,000 miles. And they've part exchanged a 16 plate Clio with 85,000 miles, I think it is. It's a GT line. It's got sat-nav, rear camera, but there was a massive dent. In fact, we still need to get that sorted there. In fact, is that new? Not too sure. There was a massive dent here, and I mean big, to the point where you could see all through the boot. So Ollie's done a really good job of that. Really good job. So it needs a couple more bits on it. We've had to get a really good valet done on it as well, because I think the previous owners liked what we'd call the green stuff, unfortunately. So it did have a bit of a pong in it. So we've had that done. Adult seats wet vacuumed. So yeah, gonna get that one up for sale. And I think that's a good looking car, good value for money. I think it's 4,895 is retail on that. Let's skip over that one because that's not sold. So this is the Fiat 500 which is sold. 63 plate, 57k on the clock. We're gonna get a 12 months MOT put on it for her. The good news is we already did all the paint for the previous customer who we had the big mess about with. But all the paint's already done, just needs a MOT, needs a time belt and water pump. And obviously whatever gets picked up on MOT, we'll make sure the car's right for her. She's a lovely customer. She'd bought a car from Frank previously. She was a proper character. And she had an 09 plate Toyota Yaris, and unfortunately, someone's gone straight into the back of her at 40 miles per hour. So she came to see if I could help her actually with the bodywork. In the process of seeing this car, and she's bought it today. So she's going to pick this up in about 2.5 weeks. It's got red seats. Just overall, nice little car. I don't think I've ever told you about this car. I'm not too sure if I have. So we sold this car on behalf of Frank. It was one of his stock that were left over, so we're trying to help him out. And the customer's coming back from Manchester, and the car overheated on the motorway because there was an airline crack in the coolant tank. So Frank's had a new engine fit on this car, and this engine is not running right at all. When you put your foot flat down, there's no power. So it's like it's got a fuel issue, fuel delivery issue, or an airflow issue, but we cannot seem to get this car sorted. So I think this is going to turn into Frank giving the money back on this car or swapping it with something else, which is a real shame. So it was a nice car, he had all the MOT done and stuff like that. But this is the game of cars, guys. Unfortunately, not everything is smooth sailing. This Renault Clio, not too sure what to do with this car. It's not too sure. Every panel's different colour. Like I say, she came, said it's got an head gasket problem. I can't see that personally, but what do you do, guys? Do you scrap it? Do you fix it and sell it? I'm not too sure. So I'm going to have a think about this one over the next few days, because I am going on holiday on the 30th. So my partner Holly, she booked us to go to Paris for 4 days, take the kids to Disneyland, which I'm really excited about. It's my first holiday in a year, so I can't wait for that. Inquiries which we've had recently. We've got the MG3. So we had an inquiry on this yesterday. Unfortunately, with being bank holiday, I wasn't here. They rang me up saying there's no way you can come down, but sometimes, guys, you've got to have your day off. You know, I want to spend it with family. We had a really nice barbecue with kids yesterday, a few drinks, all the rest of it. And yeah, you've got to make that time with your family. I'm starting to learn that the more I'm here, to be fair. Audi A1, we've had another inquiry on this. He's got a part exchange, which is another Audi A1, which I thought was a bit unusual because his A1 is less mileage than ours, and he was saying it's for an upgrade, so I'm not too sure what that's all about, but he is going to come down. Vauxhall Astra, we've had another inquiry on this one as well. These are like bread and butter cars, these are, so that one's not going to be here long, I don't think. This Hyundai Santa Fe, we've had an inquiry on. Unfortunately, the customer required finance, which obviously we're not offering at the minute, and that, it goes back to what I was saying on a previous video, where I was talking about, do we sign up for finance? So this car is £7,950, and I think at that sort of price range, you need to be looking at the finance side of things. So that is going to be something that I think I'm going to get sorted in the next couple of months. BMW 1 Series, we've had an inquiry on this one as well. So inquiries are flowing through. It's just getting things off the line. We've got a customer coming down today to look at these two Audi A5s. She didn't know this one was in stock because it's not on the web yet, but I said, well, we've got two, so come and have a look at both of them. So she's going to come down. There is a little dent here. It looks worse than what it is. It just needs pulling out. So we're going to get that sorted. But that is a good looking row of motors. We've had nothing on this A5 yet. We did have an inquiry when it first started, but nothing as of yet. So fingers crossed. And this 3 Series has been really surprising. So we had no inquiries on this, and then all of a sudden we've had about 5 or 6 inquiries. We have had a bloke yesterday who's got 2 part exchanges. He's got a 330i and a 325i, wants a part exchange, but I don't know if I fancy doing a deal like that, to be honest. One's a 56 plate and one's a 07 plate, so they're a bit old for me. I know they're popular, but not too sure. And then we've got these two here which still need a bit of paint, so I've rang Ollie up. He's going to come pick these up today, get these sorted out. Same with the Volvo, which really needs sorting, because these are nice cars, but obviously if people are coming to view them and they've got damage on them, you're not going to buy them naturally, or you can ask for a discount. So that is where we're at today. Hopefully, like I say, a couple more deals would be nice before the end of play. I've only got till Saturday, and then I am off on my jollies. Tomorrow I'm at a wedding, so it's a close friend of mine's wedding, which I'm really excited to go to. So I'll go there with me and my partner. So we are just winding down for the month of August. So just trying to get a few videos out for the gap of when I'm away. And then when we get back, we'll be right back to it, obviously. We're having the number plate machine fit as well in the next 3 weeks, I think it is. So we'll be able to print our own number plates, which I'm really excited about. There's a bit of legislation to it. We've got to keep document records for 3 years, I think it is. And I'm assuming it's in case police need the information of where the plates have been printed off at and all that sort of stuff for clone plates and everything. So there is a bit to it, guys. You have to make sure you're being professional about it. You're keeping all your paperwork in order. But that is another move for the business. Having all our cars with our own number plates on, which I can't wait for. And it sounds underrated, this, but there's something about putting new number plates on the car which makes a massive difference. And I think it's something that people overlook when they're trying to get a car into a retail position. Putting some fresh number plates on that aren't faded or ain't got a crack in it and all that, I think it makes a big difference. Just before I go as well, we've got our VAT return, which is due, I think it's this month. My accountant is on holidays, told me how much it is, which I'm not looking forward to. It's just another bill for August. It's just been terrible, guys. I would love to be more positive about it, but it's been awful. And I completely understand there's been quite a few comments in the videos, which I couldn't agree more with, about the cost of living crisis that we're in. And guys, I couldn't agree more. That is why I try and keep my cars in the value for money range. I understand at the minute people haven't got a lot of money. I'm exactly the same. You know, I'm having to think about things that I purchase and stuff. And trying to run a business on top of that, guys, is pretty hard going. So I do completely get your comments, and I couldn't agree more, which is why I've commented back. So I hope you appreciate my replies back to you. And thanks for giving me the information from a customer point of view of how you guys see it and why aren't you buying cars in the current climate that we're in. It's important for us dealers to know. I mean, since a couple of the comments, I did actually look at the prices on our auto trade, and I thought, no, let's try and help the public out. Let's lower the prices, try and make them a bit better value for money. So thank you for your feedback with that. But yeah, that's just a quick video, guys, to wrap up the month of August. Now, you're not going to hear another video from me other than what I've already uploaded till I get back from my holiday, because I need a bit of a break, if I'm honest with you. Not from YouTube or anything, just from work. So I'm going to lap up with my family and enjoy myself. But thanks again for tuning in, guys. If you can like, subscribe and comment, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks for helping me get to nearly 300 subscribers so far. Hopefully we can get to 300 or 400 by the time I come back off my holiday. That would make me really happy. So thanks for tuning in, and yeah, we'll see you for the next one. Take care.